All
I
right.
hope y'all ready to talk about a whole bunch of Xbox.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Xbox.
I have to now that I've listened to this show so much. And hello and welcome to Super Gamecast. Here's your host, Bronson Fiore.
What is up, everybody? It is Sunday, October 15th, 2023, time of recording. I am Bronson Fiore, your host, joined by the always awesome Aaron Reynolds.
I'm Aaron Reynolds, and I'm here to talk Halo and Xbox.
And the HR ninja himself, Jesse Pewitt.
Hello, good morning, Xbox.
and
Happy birthday, Xbox.
That's in a month. They're turning...
Happy anniversary,
22.
Xbox.
Yeah, they're turning 22 next month.
Happy Halloween, Xbox.
Happy Xbox.
And then finally, our wielder of the banhammer, a person who recently, in the past year, got their first Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Emily Holslander.
Swear to whatever God you believe in, we are not a strictly Xbox podcast.
Happy
Lies.
Xbox.
Lies. Lies. That's not true anymore.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit, Bronson.
Every single fucking week, we have to come on here and talk about some fucking shit Microsoft is doing.
There were times that we were talking about a different company, not primarily Microsoft.
But this episode's different. This episode is
But
different.
they're now part of Microsoft, so
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes, we are looking at the last leg. Essentially, this is just cleanup now.
Hopefully.
Then again,
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Then again, we are always talking about the games industry, and the real interesting story about the games industry is the console wars, the jockeying for position. And Sony has just been comfortable. Nintendo has been comfortable. Xbox is constantly like, "What the fuck do we do?" And that's fun to cover.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Like I gotta say that being an Xbox podcast now, it has been a lot of fun to cover, just in the sense that there's always something to fucking talk about.
Always.
Mm-hmm. So,
and I think that's gonna be. I think that's always the case with the underdog in the console situation.
There's always something. Always something.
Like I remember during like the PS3 360 era, it always felt like Sony was in the news for something.
Yep, that's just the way it works.
That's what we should do. See, what we should do every console generation is just cover the underdog, because we seem to naturally trend into that anyway.
You know, like in the ideal theory of how this kind of thing works is, you cheer for the underdog until they get, you know, bigger and better than the competition, and then you cheer for the competitor as long as they're not dicks to try and you know, innovate and make things better. That's the whole idea.
Everything's fine in that case.
It's not our fault that Xbox has been in that position for 10 years. You know? Ugh. So, hey, hope you're ready for some Xbox news.
I hope you are.
Boy, are we.
Should we get started?
Yeah, let's get started. So, it is officially over.
We think.
We think. The Activision Blizzard deal closed on Friday, October 13th for $69 billion. Phil Spencer said, "Today we start to work to bring beloved Activision Blizzard and King franchise to Game Pass and other platforms. We'll share more about that when you can expect to play in the coming months. We know you're excited, and we are too. For the millions of fans who love Activision, Blizzard, and King, we want you to know today that today is a good day to play. You are the heart and soul of each franchises, and we are honored to have you as part of our community. Whether you play on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, or mobile, you are welcome here and will remain welcome, even if Xbox isn't where you want to play your favorite franchise. Because when everyone plays, we all win. We believe our news today will unlock a world of possibilities from new ways to play. Thank you for your ongoing support. We will have much more to come in the months ahead. I'm excited for the future and cannot wait to share it with you." And then Aaron, if you'll bring up this fucking trailer they put out.
Put up a trailer?
Oh, the one that I saw on Twitter.
That one. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's 2 minutes long. And actually, they chose some good music for it. I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of a trailer on Twitter this morning. Just like all the different franchises in one little thing. Saying, hey, you can now play these on Xbox. Isn't that cool? Sort of thing.
Well, you can't play them yet, but
Well,
if
when
it's
the time
anything,
comes,
yeah, if it's
obviously
anything,
you can start playing these.
if it's anything like Bethesda within the next year, this entire catalog's gonna be
Oh yeah.
on Game Pass.
This
Which,
is home now.
hey man, all the Call of Duties Game Pass.
Family.
StarCraft 2 Game Pass. You know, like, hey, you want to play some Tony Hawk 1+2? Game Pass.
Get us an army.
Crash Bandicoot Game Pass. Sekiro Game Pass.
Yeah. Be nice to see all that happen.
I'm so curious what they're gonna do with WoW. Like,
That
like,
would be an interesting one.
We're a team.
I would.
like,
All of us.
I would love it if they said, "Yo, you can get a discounted WoW sub with Game Pass."
That'd be crazy. That'd be so good.
That would be cool.
That'd be really neat.
Might be enough. Might be
Right.
enough to bring me back.
Yeah.
Might be enough for me to start playing because I know you guys play and have been playing in, well, in your case, Bronson, forever.
19 years, baby.
See, I'm just seeing skateboarding, and I want to go skateboard now.
Well, hey, Tony Hawk 1+2 gonna be on Game Pass, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, hopefully
But I
now
have a copy of it for my PlayStation.
I'm gonna send an email to Phil, being like, "Hey, you control all the things that separated that developer. Like, just make more of those. Can you,
Please?
Please,
buddy?
please please good Tony Hawk games, please.
Can we get
Mhm.
3, 4, and Underground?
They could do, yeah, Underground 2. That packed together would do wonders.
Dude,
A complete
the
redo.
thug combo, I would fucking play the shit out of
People would
that.
love that
Three-
shit. The
three
fact they
and
didn't do 3
4.
was weird. Yeah, so 3 and 4
3 and
together.
4, yeah, 3 and 4, and then Underground 1 and 2, and then you're done.
And then American Wasteland.
I think they could do. I think they could do a conceptual redo of American Wasteland because I like the idea a lot. but-
Yeah.
I feel that way about Project 8 also.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, but this is a company that does that does RTS games. Like they did Age of Empires.
Yep.
They still make new Age of Empires. Jesse, how would you feel about a StarCraft 3 and a Warcraft 4?
That would be pretty sick.
I
That would be. I would buy
is
those
this
day
your
one,
hear me
right?
out?
I love
Yeah,
that
like-
Blizzard just abandoned StarCraft. That's just wild to me.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, look how long it took between StarCraft 1 and 2.
But
hmm
How
Like,
long
were they
did it
developing
take?
the whole time?
Yes.
That
Like,
seems
they
wild
ha-
to me. I don't know.
I mean,
What was the
like
gap, Bronson? What was the gap between StarCraft 1 and 2?
Was that 10 years?
12 years.
12 years?
12 years. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I remember it was a really big deal. Just like same thing with Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, it was like 12 years. And
That's
then
nuts.
God damn.
like Warcraft has only been their only consistent franchise, like 94, 96. Even though there's a pretty big gap between 96 and 2001, 2003, 2004, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22.
hmm
And there are more and more hints saying that this is going to be the last patch of Dragonflight coming up. So,
Right.
yeah.
Means they're probably
uh,
working on a new expansion that's going to be coming out next year or two. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out in 2 weeks at BlizzCon.
Oh, God, it's in 2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah,
Okay.
BlizzCon.
All right.
Yeah, so there's a lot Microsoft could do. You know, we'll see if they do it.
Yep.
But
That's the question.
there's a lot of cool shit they can do with this.
Yeah.
But
But that's the problem. That's what makes this like this whole deal has been controversial, and like we're kind of nonplussed by it because it's like Microsoft can't even use their own properties correctly. Like I don't.
Right. That's
when they do, it just takes them forever to get it right.
Right.
i.e. Halo.
Exactly.
Like Halo, like Halo Infinite is great now. Like it's, in my opinion, it's the best shooter you could be playing.
Mm-hmm.
It took a
How-
little bit for it to get there.
I mean, it took almost 2 full years.
Like
it took
canning
It
the old
took a
dead
little bit.
team.
It took a little bit,
Yeah.
but it got
Yeah.
there.
It took 2 years, and they had to move a new dev team onto it. Like they had to go rip the Master Chief Collection team over to it and fire all the Infinite team.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I
And so, like, imagine what's going on with Gears of War right now. You know.
I mean, yeah, like you look at like okay, so I'm gonna pull up the Microsoft Studio list.
Let's do it.
Or Xbox Game Studio list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Uh,
I'll see the shit.
it's like okay, 343 Halo is finally in a good place.
Yes.
Like great, awesome. It's continuing to improve. World's Edge, Age of Empires 4 gets a new DLC next month.
Nice.
They're in a good place. Good on them. The Coalition, Gears of War came out in 2019, and to be fair, they did do a single player campaign expansion not that long ago. I forget when that came out. But it was fairly recent. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was good. I liked it a lot. In fact, I honestly liked it more than the main campaign of that game.
Interesting.
Yes, Hive Busters. When did Hive Busters come out?
Hive Busters. I actually have it searched here. Was
December
released for Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S on December 15th, 2020. So it's been 3 years this Christmas.
So yeah, it's been a hot minute, and I know that weirdly enough, they did this like suicide prevention campaign where any Gears revenue 1% goes to suicide prevention.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And they put out this shirt that's never fight alone, and then the like Crimson Omen.
I kind of want to get one of those.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie. It looks
dope, and it's for a good cause. So
yeah, and they actually and Microsoft is one of the few people that sells shirts in my size.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, so and they're hiring, and
I bet.
but like their main guy left last year, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Okay.
Compulsion Games. Compulsion Games is working on South of Midnight, that game that was revealed during the game showcase back in this past.
It's the one on the bayou with the skeleton playing the guitar.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
That was
And then
Summer Games Fest.
Yes.
Announcement.
Yeah, and then they did We Happy Few, which I know survival game people like it a lot, but I fucking didn't.
Yeah.
And then
That's a big hit.
And then Contrast is dope. Contrast was their first game, and I loved Contrast.
Okay.
That game was a really good puzzle platformer. So yeah, they're working on something at least.
Yeah.
That's been like announced and is out there. Double Fine. So Double Fine got a big win for Microsoft with Psychonauts 2.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't announced or talked about anything since. Now, there have been some rumors of a new Full Throttle or a new Brutal Legend.
Oh man.
I take either of those.
I would fucking lose my shit if they got Jack Black for a new Brutal Legend.
I mean, Jack Black would totally do it.
No joke.
Yeah. So they have the Initiative, who is working on a Perfect Dark with Crystal Dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
And from every leak that's come out of this, it's looking like maybe 2025. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's In Exile, which God, they work on that they work on Bard's Tale. So they did Bard's Tale and Wasteland, and they're currently working on a game I believe it's called Clockwork Revolution, that like BioShock Infinite style game.
It's like spiritual successor to BioShock Infinite. It looks really good.
Yeah, like it actually does look pretty sick.
Like I would play the shit out of that.
Then they got Mojang, which
Minecraft is doing work
Minecraft.
for them. So
yeah, that's a money printer, but it also is not a reason you would subscribe to Game Pass unless I guess you really want to play Minecraft Legends or Minecraft Dungeons or Minecraft Realms, something like that.
some sort of Minecraft game, whatever floats your boat, you know?
Yeah. Ninja Theory. This one is so weird to me because Hellblade, Hellblade 1 was very popular. It was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hellblade 2 was like announced with the console. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was like announced with the fucking console. And then it's still not out yet. And they didn't even mention it during their last like presentation. Like they got bought by Microsoft in like 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
They put out Bleeding Edge, which shuttered like last year. They put out Hellblade 1, but like a fully optimized 4K for Series X.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've been working on Hellblade 2 and another game called Project Mara. Also, in my opinion, their best game is still their first two, Heavenly Sword and Enslaved Odyssey to the West.
Right.
So some people would say it's DMC, but all right, so now we go down that list. Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
So Grounded is very popular. It's not for me, but it is popular. Grounded does well. They put out The Outer Worlds under Microsoft, which was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
They put out Pentiment under Microsoft, which was a great smaller title.
Mm-hmm.
And they're currently working on Avowed, which is supposed to come out next year, which is like that Elder Scrolls like.
Oh, yeah.
And
January of, I think it's next January, isn't it?
I think it's spring. I want to say it's
some
spring.
game that's supposed to come out in January. I can't remember.
Persona 3 Reload.
Everything just says 2024 for Avowed.
Okay, but that game, I remember hearing something that they wanted to push for spring or summer, but we'll see. It looks great though. Yeah, like I like Obsidian's Bethesda style games more than I like Bethesda's Bethesda style games.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Same.
They seem to be better written and control less like fucking hot garbage and like just have more style to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, The Outer Worlds is a far better game than fucking Starfield.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
No, for real. Like if you are enjoying Starfield and you have not played The Outer Worlds yet, get on it. But they're working on Outer Worlds 2, which is pretty far out. The announcement trailer was not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Obsidian, that was a killer purchase for them. Playground Games. This studio is weird right now because they did Forza Horizon, all of them, and they continue to put out good ass DLC for Forza Horizon 5. Like they put out that Hot Wheels DLC for 5, and they put out a bunch of other stuff for 5. And 5 was an amazing game. It was IGN's Game of the Year that year.
Right.
But they're currently working on Fable. We finally got a little bit of Fable gameplay. It's up and down, to say the least. Like it's a good, it's good. It looked good, but they showed so little, and they still don't have a date for it. Rare continues to support Sea of Thieves in a big way.
Yeah.
That Monkey Island DLC, we played the first chapter of it. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
When are you finishing it?
How about we finish games here? What? And then they're apparently rebooting the development of Everwild, which
cool.
It looks visually it looks neat, but I don't know anything about it.
Sure.
Turn 10, Forza just came out. about a week ago. Forza just came out. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a lot better than 5, 6, or 7, if that's anything.
Mhm.
I just also think that it feels like slightly more refined Forza Motorsport.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then I think the PC version, if you have a graphics card that can handle turning everything all the way up, it looks
Looks
incredible.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. It's like honestly probably the game of theirs I've played most this year besides Halo. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I've put in about 20 hours over the course of a week.
Hmm.
So it's enjoyable for sure. What about you, Ninja? What's your opinion on Forza? Because I know you're the other person who plays it.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's a fun game. As somebody who says that he doesn't like racing games but continues to buy them and play them, it's a fun game. The leveling up system, like per car, is kind of weird to me.
I
But-
literally think that is just for campaign gating because they want to stop you from
Yeah.
just fully maxing out your car and then annihilating
Yep. I think that's true.
Um,
But it's a fun racing game. The controls feel tight. It's a little weird on PC because some people are having like huge issues with it and other people are not.
Yes,
Um,
I was actually talking with Quinn about that earlier today, where he sends me a message being like, "Hey, does Forza run like shit for you on PC?" And I'm like, "No, but what are your settings and what's your graphics card?" Is I'm running a 4070, which is like maybe 2% slower than a 3080.
mhm.
And like I keep like massive frame dips. I'm like, that's weird because you're running the same settings as me on a card that's just as good hooked into an SSD, and you're like, I'm fine. Like I have not had any PC issues with Forza at all. So
I mean, like, I even turned everything down to like low, right, and still had issues, and then went through, and I don't know if they released a patch or if I like just finally dialed in the settings correctly, but I haven't had any issues for a couple of days now.
Alright.
and then
The biggest things are like there's like a dynamic resolution. There's two separate dynamic resolution settings.
which
you
was
have to
very
turn.
weird. Which was very weird to mess around with.
If you turn those off of auto and onto like low, medium, or high, that helps significantly. But then there's a bunch of other stuff you can mess around with, and I think I finally got things dialed in correctly.
Oh, right on. But yeah, that one's in a good state, and it's reviewing well. State of Decay 2. That's by Undead Labs. That's the next thing in their little list here. They just are about to start open beta for it. So it's on Steam. And then they're also the DLC for State of Decay 2, Juggernaut. My bad. And then in 2020, they announced State of Decay 3, but they've shown next to nothing from it.
That sounds about right for a lot of developers.
Okay, now we go to the Bethesda side of things. Starfield just came out, and as much as I bitch and moan and dislike it, it's doing very well.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm happy that it is doing well because Xbox needed a fucking win. Like that's basically like, as much as I think the game is dated and people are out of their fucking minds. It's sitting in the mid 80s on Metacritic. It's not a bad game. It's just a dated game.
Right.
Mhm.
Is the best way I would describe it. And the PC version is sitting on an 86, while the Xbox is sitting on a 83, which sounds about right for a Bethesda game.
And most importantly, it's selling.
Yes, it's selling and getting people to subscribe to Game Pass. And I know a bunch of people who went out and bought Series S or X's to play that game. So
Yeah.
All right, so next up is Alpha Dog Games. They make mobile games for Bethesda. They
Okay.
have one mobile action RPG called Wraithborn. ZeniMax Online is going to work on the Elder Scrolls Online until it's dead.
Yeah, I wonder how well that's
Basically.
doing because they keep making stuff.
It seems to be doing like it very much reminds me of Guild Wars in the sense that like it's not like a huge community, but it does well enough.
Hmm.
Like
Which is good.
I'm gonna
Like we should. I'm happy to hear that a game is getting by, and they're just gonna keep going. It's not crazy successful, but it's successful enough, and
Yeah.
they're just gonna keep doing stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna get here's the storm treatment of you're not League or Dota, so
Right.
bye bye.
Yeah.
I will say that the cutscenes for that game look fucking sick. There's one that's been used in a meme on TikTok where it's a knight who's just like parrying 3 or 4. I'm guessing the knight is the boss, but he's parrying like 3 or 4 different people, like shooting arrows at him and spells at him and shit, and he's like blocking and like parrying, and he shoves somebody off of a roof, and it looks sick, and it really makes me want to play the game. And then I look at the gameplay and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, like to put this in perspective, on Twitch, I always like to use MMOs as a good gauge for Twitch, because Twitch is a good gauge for MMOs because it kind of tells you outside of Final Fantasy for some weird reason, which is like it's like people watch the story and then never watch a stream again for that game,
Hmm.
but Elder Scrolls at 1.3K viewers. Guild Wars 2 is at 893. So I mean, it's still like Elder Scrolls is doing well, and then Final Fantasy is at 8.2, and then WoW is at 85,000, and New World's at 8.5. So like it's just yeah, it's surviving. So and people like it. So
Yep.
Tango Gameworks, they have been kind of the big winner over Bethesda recently because they put out Hi-Fi Rush, which was fucking awesome, and Ghostwire Tokyo, which was pretty good.
And there's rumors, I saw this recently, that they're thinking about doing a sequel.
Yeah, that was in that Bethesda leak. So if that ends up being true,
Fuck yes, because Ghostwire Tokyo was the shit.
So next up we got id. So id, they put out Doom Eternal in 2020, and then in 2021 and I want to say 2022, they put out The Ancient Gods Part 1 and Part 2. So there's that. Other than that, I don't know if they're still supporting Quake Champions. I don't think so.
I wouldn't know.
But yeah, because when you look through their like games list, they don't even list it. Hold on.
See here. There.
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay. All right.
Battle Pass now available. Play now. So yeah.
Okay.
It got a quarterly update last month.
Okay. Then yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, Quake Champions still swimming along. Doom is Doom, they're supposedly working on a Doom prequel. So that's something. This next one's real rough.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane Studios did Redfall, and then they did Deathloop, which did well.
Yep.
And they did Prey, which did critically well, but not commercially well. But the good thing about critically well, Tim Schafer has brought this up, where, well, when you go to pitch a game doing critically well means it's like, oh, well, the marketing department failed. Like, if you just market our game better, like,
then it would have been that much better. It would have
been well. Machine Games. This is another one that's kind of interesting. They're currently working on the Indiana Jones game.
Oh,
that's right.
And they haven't really done anything since that was Wolfenstein spinoffs, and I think it was 2021. So yeah.
All right.
And then finally, the last one we have doesn't have anything in it. It looks like they don't even have the studio website.
Mm-hmm.
It was formed under Bethesda, and they they mainly helped with like other people's games, like their support studio.
Yeah. Got it.
So, yeah. So, assuming most or all of these come out in the next year or two,
Mm-hmm.
I think that this could be Microsoft is.
They have a lot of stuff in the oven, as they have.
It's starting to finally turn a little bit.
Yes.
Halo is fixed. Starfield is doing well in selling consoles. Forza's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, we have a little momentum.
Keep it
We
going.
have a little momentum. You know, like there's some goodwill here.
Yep.
You know, it's just oh my god. You know, and hey, the fact that both the new Yakuzas and Persona is day one Game Pass in November, January, and February of next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big win for them. I know a lot of people that's going to get them to subscribe to Game Pass, even if it's just to play those. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
Yep. So next up is the timeline of events that took to get to this goddamn merger.
Ooh.
Which honestly, you could just go through the podcast history to find these.
You could actually, yeah.
But in April of 2022, Bernie Sanders wrote a letter to the FCC being like, "Hey, you should look into this." And then Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, and Sheldon Whitehouse were talking about the Activision Blizzard harassment things. And the FTC says, or the letter continued to say, the FTC should assess whether the ways in which these companies have failed to protect the right and dignity of their workers are driven by monospony power or amount to anti-competitive harms in our labor market. And if so, the merger will exacerbate these problems. Wall Street has questions about the viability, despite shareholders approving it. The CMA launches an investigation. Call of Duty come in September of 2022 until like the middle of this year became a giant center for debates about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which makes sense with how fucking big Call of Duty is. Like, we went over, it's like Call of Duty is worth millions of dollars in every platform holder that publishes it or has it on their platform. And it's always the best-selling game almost every year. It is a massive moneymaker. And now with them funneling microtransactions into Warzone and the main game, yeah, it's a huge moneymaker. CMA raises more concerns, and Xbox and PlayStation argue a whole bunch during this. Microsoft coming out saying, while Sony may not welcome increased competition, it has the ability to adapt and compete. Xbox has a number of significant disadvantages. Microsoft President and Vice Chairman Brad Smith also said Xbox acquisitions of Activision Blizzard King was fair because PlayStation has significantly more exclusive games. And then Xbox essentially said PlayStation is currently too big to fail. And then they talk about the whole 10 years of Call of Duty thing, and as long as there's a PlayStation to ship it to, they're going to put it on there. Yeah. FTC tries to block the merger. The European Union issues an antitrust warning. The CMA says this could be harmful to gamers because not for anything important, because of fucking cloud gaming.
Cloud gaming was a very interesting angle.
This is the shit that these people don't play games.
Right.
like they need to hire like literally someone like us and Ninja and everyone here to just sit there and be like, just like when they bring up a point, just have the like judge or lawyers look over to us and we just be like, well, this.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yes, but
Yeah.
The designated courtroom nerd.
That's right.
Yeah.
if I get paid for that shit, sign me the hell up.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't doing this for free.
Just I like to picture that, but with like Jeff Gersman, just like him sitting there, and them just like looking over,
Just like
Yep.
nodding,
Just-
and then once the time comes, like,
yeah, I think he would be our best representative to give a fair shake.
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, so, but yeah, the CMA was like, well, Microsoft's already 60 to 70% of cloud gaming, and Call of Duty being exclusive could alter the future of gaming and harm UK gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess if I don't fucking cloud gaming, okay. CMA blocks the acquisition in April. Microsoft was disappointed. The EU Commission approves the deal. Microsoft wins the court case against the FTC. Microsoft jumped through a bunch of hurdles to get it approved by the CMA, and then that's basically it. So Microsoft made a concession for the CMA that would see Ubisoft instead of Microsoft buy Activision's cloud gaming rights. That's all that took.
Yep.
Now in Europe, Activision's cloud games will be streamed on whatever terrible platform Ubisoft has.
Yep. Very, very weird
Ooh.
way to settle that matter. But okay.
Yep. Yep. It's done. Thank God.
Yep.
Or is it?
Fuck.
Or is it? Oh,
It's not over.
God, help us.
Yeah. I'm just reminded of the Arbiter in like. So the headline is the U.S. antitrust enforcer, the FTC, says it is pressing on with its fight against the Microsoft Activision deal. And I just thought Halo 3 when the Arbiter is in his court, or not Halo 3, Halo 2, when the Arbiter is in his court case, he's like, I will continue my campaign against the So the FTC said on Friday it remained focused on its appeal, opposing the Xbox maker Microsoft. Now closed its $69 billion deal to buy Activision, but would assess the company's agreement with Ubisoft. The companies closed their transaction on Friday after winning approval from Britain on the condition that they sell the streaming rights of Activision game to Ubisoft. In the United States, the FTC has also fought the deal and has an argument scheduled before appeals on December 6th. The agency said on Friday it remained focused on the appeal. Microsoft and Activision new agreement with Ubisoft presents a whole new facet of the merger that will affect the American consumer, which the FTC will assess as part of its ongoing administrative proceedings. The FTC continues to believe this is a threat to competition.
Mm-hmm. Well,
lip service.
I mean,
we're pretending we're doing something when we're not.
If you don't know anything about the issue and you're just looking at it from the surface, like this seems like a good thing. Like Microsoft fucking sucks, and them capturing a bunch of, a big studio makes sense. But when you know what's going on, when you've been looking at it as often as we have, it's just like, there's a 50-50 shot Microsoft fucks this up anyway. So
yes, there's definitely that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's also like the FTC, like they obviously don't know what they're talking about. They're doing this because of outside pressure from forces, and we all know that the FTC is just paying lip service to justify their fucking jobs and other bullshit. It's nonsense.
I mean, again, theoretically, this is what we
much.
want the FTC to do in like a number of areas, but like there are more important areas right now than this one because like this is. Especially like having Call of Duty, kind of, what was the deal? Like 10 years?
10 years, it'll be on everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But also the argument that, you can make against Sony is like 10. You guys own Resistance, you own Killzone. You got 10 years to make a competitive shooter.
Right.
Like that's
Is there something you
Yeah.
could do? Would you say like no one's allowed to buy the Call of Duty? No one's allowed. They're too big. Like I don't know what.
just
you're
have
supposed to
them
do.
sell Call of Duty off separate, be its own company.
Call of Duty is now
I think it's
publicly
generally
owned.
what you do. I think generally you split it off, so you would have Infinity Ward, Treyarch make their own company essentially, and then
Yeah,
Microsoft would acquire everything else.
basically.
I think that's generally how it works if they get to that point.
That's
But if they,
yeah.
but if they also get to that point, like, what is to stop Microsoft being like, "Hey, Infinity Ward, do you want to make a game that's a lot like Call of Duty under us?"
Which I think I think that would be fine. Like
Yeah.
if you're trying to maneuver around the rules,
Mhm,
to
mhm.
do, to do the thing you want to do, like yeah, like you could do it that way.
I think with them losing the court case, this is just a done deal, and I don't know why they're bothering.
That's a thing. Yeah, but this has been going on for a long time.
Like, if the FTC was not going to break up Microsoft in the late 90s at the height of their monopoly, they're not going to stop this fucking merger. Let's stop pretending.
Like
I am.
didn't this start because they said like, hey, some new stuff happened with a new facet of the merger, which the new facet is they lost like their cloud gaming stuff or whatever to Ubisoft. Like that's the new facet. So what?
The new facet is we're less competitive.
Right. So what?
The new facet is, hey, we suck.
The FTC was just like, yeah, you didn't talk to us about this. We need to have a few more meetings.
Oh God! And to be fair, this might just be a thing for me working in corporate America. Fucking Lord, do I hate meetings so much?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So much. Most of the time, they're just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Could have been an email.
Yep.
At least the deal's actually gone through, and so they can start doing some stuff while Phil or whoever comes to these and just like tells them a few things, and FTC's like, okay, we're done here.
Yep. Okay, so next news story is Bobby Kotick is staying on till the end of 2023. Phil Spencer asked him to stay on as CEO of Activision Blizzard King, reporting to him, and we've agreed that I will do that till the end of 2023.
I understand a transition period, but I also feel like this deal's been going on for so long. I feel like that's been the transition period.
Yep.
Mhm.
But maybe there's aspects of running the company that can't happen unless the deal actually goes through. So now they got to do all that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get Bobby Kotick out of here.
Yeah. I know that this one dude on Twitter was just like, what the fuck? First no ABK games in Game Pass until next year, and now Kotick stays until next year. Seems like Activision Blizzard King games is going to be just an optional add-on for Game Pass Ultimate for extra money.
What?
I'm like, yeah, like it just seems like fucking grasping at straws.
I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have gone through all this trouble if they've done this with Ubisoft games and EA games. Why would they go through all this trouble to do the same thing with Activision?
Yeah,
that's dumb.
But
yeah,
and to be fair, they need to find a replacement anyway, so that's gonna take time.
Yeah, that's true. All I know is it can't come soon enough.
All right. Well, while this is going on, Microsoft is getting dinged for a cool $29 billion in back taxes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
Rough.
sounds like a corporation.
That
sure.
sounds like Microsoft to me.
So the IRS dinged them for a cool $29 billion. Reported by CNBC, Microsoft tax bill came to light in an 8K filing on Wednesday. The company disagreed with the claims and insisted it contest them in court if it comes to that. But first, Microsoft will go through an IRS administrative appeal, which could take years. According to the Microsoft, the eye-watering tax bill relates to profits from 2004 to 2013. The main disagreement is the way Microsoft allocated profits during this time period among countries and jurisdictions. Microsoft also claimed up to $10 billion in taxes already paid are not reflected in the IRS agreements. And then they just, they go on to say that, what's going on with this is not entirely true.
That if Microsoft did it and the back taxes hit harder than the profit that they made for doing this bullshit, and that sounds all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're talking about like getting this deal through, but in case anyone's for whatever reason is coming into this podcast brand new, we are not friends of Microsoft, not fans.
See, and that's what I was saying.
Yes.
I mean, I am not fans of any major corporation.
No, but like for this issue, like we're not arguing for Microsoft here. Microsoft does suck, and people's concerns about that I think are valid.
I worked there for a year and a half and had nothing but shitty things to say besides the fact that their employee cafe is pretty legit.
Hey, their cafe is pretty legit.
Yeah, the employee cafe is pretty legit.
Okay,
but otherwise,
Microsoft. But my girlfriend works there, and she said it's actually gotten worse since I left.
Oh
so
man,
that might not
Jeez, you didn't even leave that long ago.
Yeah, I left 4 months ago.
God.
Yeah, and apparently the vendor I was working with is maybe doing some not so up to code things. So
sounds right.
Yep. Corporate America.
Yep. Sucks.
Yep.
Not a
That's
fan.
the world we live in. Whoop whoop.
All right.
I was told there would be like cybernetic enhancements in a corpo-run world, and I don't have any of that shit.
Well, they're working on it.
They're coming.
They're working on it. Like, I don't know. Did you guys see the video that Mark Zuckerberg did of the full VR conversation? It was like an hour-long podcast, and they wear this headset, and it like captures up to their shoulders, and it's like a near perfect recreation of them.
Yes.
And then naturally,
I remember seeing that.
And then naturally,
that sounds sick.
It's great. And then Mark Zuckerberg says, "Yeah, this is gonna be really great for meetings." Like, motherfucker! Not only you are putting all this work into our cyberpunk future, and not only are you like being evil about it, you're also making it as boring as possible. God damn you!
Though.
Ugh.
Oh lordy.
I want to get like a cybernetic arm, but it's going to be made by either Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, and I don't trust any of those fuckers.
Yeah, no, you'll get your cyber. Well, if it's made by Elon Musk, you'll get your cybernetic arm, but it'll like break, or you'll have to pay a subscription for it.
And you'll have to. There'll be a screen, and it'll just be like tweets that he puts out. Only
Tesla. Relatively recently, Tesla said they're going to start doing human trials for their brain implants, which is not okay with me.
It's not going to go well.
Not okay with me.
I am here for it.
I'm ready for it, but man, that does not sound safe.
Look, if these people who are part of the human trials understand that this is Tesla and Elon Musk, and they volunteer to do it, like I can't help you after a certain point.
It's
Godspeed. Godspeed.
At that point, it's just natural selection.
Can you imagine if that thing overheats and then suddenly you're cooked? Like that's it.
Right.
You're done.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Here's a dark thought. What if you're like suffering from terminal cancer and you have like 2 months to live or something, and you're like, yeah, I'll take a shot at it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like if
that makes sense to me.
If I'm cooked, like I know I'm done, like fuck it, sure.
Yeah.
All right, mankind, get some use out of this meat shell.
Let's do it.
But yeah. So. Yeah.
Can we move on to the happy news? I'm really excited about the happy news.
Yeah,
yes.
please.
We do happy news here. That's new.
I know.
All right. So Halo Infinite is getting season 5 this coming week.
Woo!
It is just in time for the game's second anniversary.
Woo!
Bringing a bunch of new quality of life updates, new maps, new modes, a new battle pass with flood-themed cosmetics. 2 new arena maps, which are both completely new. Forbidden is a straightforward symmetrical map that's mid and short range. Prism is set in the same mines where the Covenant harvests crystals for the Needler, and you can shoot the crystals and they blow up. They're putting out a new equipment, which is basically the Regenerator, except it heals vehicles as well.
Yeah.
The
We did not need that. we played last night. The vehicles don't need it.
Extraction from Halo 4 is returning as a new PvP option. Both of the new maps are compatible with the mode. Releasing as spooky season hits, the battle pass are inspired by the Halo zombie-like hive mind, the Flood. Dedicated players can earn a Master Chief armor from Halo Infinite's campaign mode, the Mark 6 armor along with exclusive coatings, but that is for hitting max rank, like not the ranked mode.
I was gonna
rank,
say
but the like I play a lot of Halo rank.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new AI toolkit coming to Forge, opening up more AI options and AI stuff being put on the map. And then they're going to be tweaking Battle Pass progression, cosmetics, and menus. And then they're also bringing back Firefight King of the Hill. And that's like their AI versus mode. If you scroll down, we can get I believe it's the trailer. No, that's Reckoning. Okay, fuck. I thought IGN normally includes the fucking trailer for the season. Give me a minute.
Oh. Yeah, they have their
sorry.
like IGN video. Them talking over. It's like, okay.
I don't want to hear you, IGN. No one wants to talk to you.
We are in 2023. I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear if the developers have to say something, they can say it directly to me.
Yeah, right. Or I can go, or I want to go through some random YouTuber working out of his basement,
or some random Twitch streamers, let's say.
Yeah.
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 Yep. All right. Posting this in the general chat for SGK backend. So get that pulled up. But yeah, this genuinely looks really goddamn cool.
They're making a real push with this season.
Yeah. Like they acknowledge last season was a big step forward, and that's awesome. This season another big step forward, and hopefully it continues to do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, helmets being available for any suit is nice.
Yeah. Aaron, did you pull up the trailer?
Where did you post it?
Yeah, I posted.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
See, I gotta pull it up here. They need to add more colors while I'm pulling this up.
They do. I agree.
So bad, because damn, like even the paid ones, even the ones I'd want to pay for, like I'm inclined to go gold.
The Iron Man one, the red and gold, is pretty sick.
It is. All right.
Not gonna lie, I can see you rocking the Flood one. The Flood one once they're done with the battle pass.
Halo 1 scarred me with the Flood.
It scarred everyone a little bit.
Well, right. Like, no, the Flood makes me feel not good. I'm happy that it's there for just more customization and stuff, but like the actual Flood to this day gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Understandable.
Especially with that, the remake of Halo 1, that like extra cut scene of what's his name's last moments. Like, Jesus Christ. This skull Flood thing is pretty good. Adding AI so you can create your own campaign missions is wild. I think that's so cool.
That's pretty sick.
XP and custom matches is sweet. Finally access at least the helmets. I never had like great nostalgic feelings for the Mark 6 outfit, but now enough time has passed. I'm like, I could do
same.
That. Like I've always been a Mark 5 person, but
yeah, same. No, 100% same.
Man.
Yep, Firefight King of the Hill. That's gonna be sick. It looks good.
Looks good. There's a lot happening, and we'll be playing that soon.
Yep. We're thinking about doing maybe like a monthly or a bi-weekly Halo night, just getting as many people as we can on Halo together.
When we can organize a day, we will make it happen, and you should join our Discord or follow us on social media, and we'll try to keep you updated on that.
So Microsoft is also doing some new bundles or price cut bundles on the Series S and X.
Oh.
The Series S 512 gig white is getting a new bundle where it comes with 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Same price, but you know.
That's nice.
The Diablo and Forza Horizon 5 bundles have been cut from $560 down to $500.
Mm-hmm.
So you now get the game for free, which you should have in the first place.
Yes.
But hey, it is what it is. And then the Series S is getting kind of like a free-to-play bundle as well, which includes DLC for Fortnite, Rocket League, and Fall Guys.
All right.
And yeah, so I guess get your Diablo 4 or Forza Horizon bundles cheaper, everyone.
Yep.
The Forza Horizon bundle appears to come with all of the DLC for that game, the Forza 5 VIP membership, the welcome pack, the Hot Wheels, and the other stuff.
Nice.
So there you
Cool.
go. Yeah, so you know that's a small win for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now back to bad news.
Cool.
Oh, no more bad news. God damn it.
That's how you do it, though. You gotta ride the waves.
Okay. I gotta I gotta weave it in.
That's right. That's right.
Something good.
Keep
Something
it
good.
All right, so Disney's CEO is reportedly being urged to consider turning the company into a gaming giant.
Being urged?
Yes.
Why?
Bob Iger was hailed as the conquering hero when he returned to the company last year, but the media giant continues to suffer big losses in the box office. It's because they keep releasing shit movies.
Mm-hmm.
And the stock market as seeks to reverse its fortunes. A new Bloomberg report details many of Disney's internal struggles, which are said to have Iger ruefully joking about his decision to return. Among the ideas reportedly floated among Disney executives is a bolder transformation from gaming licensee to gaming giant through an acquisition of a company like Electronic Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Such a move would give Disney access to billions in annual revenue generated by EA Sports. It would also fit well with ESPN, which Disney considers one of its major pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, Disney is also looking to acquire like a BioWare and Respawn. Respawn, it mentioned, is the studio responsible for one of the more popular Star Wars licensed games, Jedi Survivor. EA appears to be setting itself up for acquisition by splitting up its studios into EA Sports and EA Entertainment, making it easier for a buyer to scoop up one part of its business or another. Ubisoft is another publisher that has been floated as a potential acquisition target. Disney has a long history with games stretching back to Disney Interactive Studios, which was responsible for Disney Infinity and Epic Mickey. Disney wound up closing that studio in 2016. Iger, for his part, is to be non-committal to the idea of expanding back into the gaming space. Disney Illusion Island, which was developed by Dahlia Studios, released earlier this year to mostly mixed reviews. Still, it's apparently one option Iger continues to attempt as Iger continues to right the ship. And the Bloomberg story notes he made other attempts like cutting content from Disney Plus and doubling the price of the streaming platform to stem losses, but there's a long way to go.
I don't know. Disney's attempts at games like Dreamlight Valley seems to be doing all right. There are a couple of games that they do that seem to be doing all right.
I think that's a licensee thing, though.
I believe it is a licensee because it's originally produced by Gameloft Studios, who are mostly mobile.
Got it.
Yeah, so they're
mostly a mobile game company.
But their attempts at games themselves have not been
that great.
No, Disney Infinity was a big bet, and it's just like
it did not work well.
It blew up really hard. Epic Mickey 1 was cool. Epic Mickey 2 sucked.
Yeah.
just yeah, man. I mean, if you buy EA, you got Respawn, which
Yeah.
assuming that Respawn can get them to leave them the hell alone.
Right.
And let them
Which-
do
Which,
their own thing.
to their credit, Respawn has done a good job of getting EA to leave them the hell alone mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We'll see. That's the thing.
Yep. All right. So I don't know. It's not like EA is doing a good job of running itself anyway.
Right.
So,
this does go
you
back to
know.
that point that, is this another, if this were to happen, this is another FTC jumps in and everyone jumps in and we get to do this all over again, but it's Disney and EA.
Yeah, and that's not nearly as interesting.
It's not as nearly as interesting, but yeah. I mean, this is we're talking about like if they go for sports, you got Madden and FIFA, or not FIFA anymore, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you got
FC.
Madden, FC, and but my thing with that is like, you like Disney owns ESPN, and EA has the ESPN licensing rights for video games.
Yep.
So it seems only
So
fitting for them to own EA.
Sure.
Yeah, and then like it's not like EA is the only football game, and they're one of two soccer games, and and they're the only hockey game, and it's just like
So EA has already done some monopolistic stuff in regards to sports.
yeah. So it's not like this is just a monopoly acquiring a monopoly.
Right.
Is all that
Yeah.
it is.
So all I'm saying is if Disney can bring back the EA Street games, then I'm good. I'll sign off.
That's all
I'd
you
play
want.
the
You
shit out of
just
That's all you want. If, like,
100%.
bring back EA Street.
I want
Take my
NBA
money
Street,
right now.
NFL Street, FIFA Street. Let's go. It's fun. That's good stuff.
take it all to the streets.
And no one's doing it
go.
anymore, and the people yearn for it, even if they don't know it yet.
Lordy.
But yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, cool.
We'll see. Their attempts at pushing into gaming have been disastrous in the past. So I think this is definitely an Xbox situation of like, fine, we're gonna buy some people who know how to make a good game.
Yes. That's if it happens.
And that's
to
if
be
it
fair.
happens,
He
because
is-
Bob Iger doesn't sound like he wants to push forward with that.
All right. So next up, we got some good news, or fun news at least. For the launch of Spider-Man 2, they put out a launch trailer, and we're gonna watch that.
That's why we'll put that up. I'm gonna put the low volume here. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's watch the Spider-Man.
Peterman.
We have to talk. This is
Man, Insomniac.
something else. I need your help. Are you sure this isn't something
Wings.
you can handle yourself? I'm sure. Miles, this is crazy.
Sandman is an insane Spider-Man villain.
And it chose.
He is.
Get it off of him. Ready for your annual physical?
What's funny is he's primarily beaten by water.
Not yet.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The hell's going on with Pete?
Mudman.
Weird.
Yep.
You want to join us?
The way that was shot, I was really hoping Mary Jane got the symbiote.
I know I can snap him out of
Oh God! Did you guys ever watch that Venom movie?
No,
Which
I
one?
need to.
The first one.
First one, I did.
Do you remember that scene where the chick gets the symbiote
Oh
and like goes up to Eddie and like
When
kisses
starts making
him?
out with him in the middle of the woods. Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember that
as the
shit.
in the symbiote suit, and the symbiote
Yeah.
moves from her to Eddie, and I'm just like,
What?
Weird.
who thought what?
Who the
Oh,
fuck did this shit?
and you need to watch the Venom movies.
I know.
They are.
I've been
they are.
told to
They
that.
They
are
are
I should watch it.
delicious. They are delicious trash.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're like good bad movies.
That's up my
like-
alley, man. I know.
Yeah,
I gotta.
they are.
Shit.
They are delicious, delicious trash.
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
But I'm excited for Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Right.
5 days at the time of this recording.
If I had a PS5, I would get this. 100%.
Yeah, hold on, Aaron. I'm gonna post it in the Twitch chat. This
Oh no.
this fucking kiss
Oh.
scene. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
God.
gonna. Yeah, here you go. This is an actual scene from this movie.
Hmm.
Okay, let's take a look at this fucking thing. Oh
This
man,
is-
this
this
already.
is-
What the? Oh my god. do you? How much? There's so many internet artists that went wild after seeing this movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was watching this with my friend Panda, and she's just like, "All right, new kink unlocked."
Right? Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like-
Mhm.
All right. No, I'm sold. I'm gonna have to watch this movie. Shit.
The sequel is even crazier.
Good.
The sequel is
It is,
even
it is.
crazier. Like, oh my god, I saw the sequel for like my birthday the year it came out because that both of these came out in October.
Nice.
And oh my god, just they're not good, but man, they are delicious trash.
But see, this plays into what I love because I'm a huge. I don't know why, but Venom and Prototypes share so many similarities from the black symbiote and sometimes red and just killing people indiscriminately and also being good and bad at the same time. It's amazing.
um.
Wow. All right.
All right. Well, Spider-Man 2 looks amazing.
Yeah.
PlayStation is continuing to be a bunch of greedy motherfuckers.
Little bit. Little bit.
So they announced their PS5 Slim, which normally when you release the Slim, it's like we got a price cut, we got a deal going on.
Mhm,
This shit's
mhm.
fucking cool. No. They're raising the price by $50 on the all digital edition. They're keeping the one with the disc drive the same price,
Okay.
but they're giving you less stuff because both of these to sit them horizontally require a stand, and it does come with that stand. But to sit them vertically, it requires a different stand that does not come with the console.
What?
What?
And that additional stand is $30.
I'm sorry.
So if you don't buy the stand, if you're just like a parent going to buy a PS5 for a Christmas present, like you don't know that the stand is necessary, you just grab the thing because all consoles have been able to stand on their own, and it's just like it can't stand.
Yep.
So okay, it can stand horizontally with the stand that comes with it, like on its side, like
Okay.
on mine right there.
But if you want to stand it
However,
vertically,
if you want to stand it vertically, like in this image, you have to pay $30 for a stand.
For a separate stand.
Yep.
What the
okay,
fuck?
but this
What the
no,
actual shit?
it gets worse. It gets
does.
worse.
Oh god, no.
What makes it worse is the fact that the current PS5, that stand, you can do either.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's
Horizontal or vertical. Yep.
Yep.
It
I
does
have
both.
I have mine going vertical.
Yeah. I have mine horizontal because I think like I just don't have the space to do vertical. But yes, it's yeah.
I mean, I do
Nope.
for right
that's
now. but
wild, man. I don't.
That's probably gonna update.
Yep. They did add a little bit of storage. They went from 825 gigs to a terabyte.
Well, that's nice.
But yeah, so the price
Lovely.
went up. If you want to have it vertically, the price especially went up to the point of where it's only $20 cheaper than the one with the disc drive. And then the disc drive is going to be $80. They made it so you can equip a disc drive to it.
Mhm.
So if you
Okay.
want to add a disc drive later,
So like,
Like-
you just didn't have enough money for the disc version, so you bought that, and then later on you get some money.
yeah, and you get a stand and a disc drive, I guess.
I'll get a
There you
disc
go.
drive.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Wilson.
home make my stand. Fuck that.
Also, let me tell you, this
3D print it.
horizontal. Also, this horizontal stand looks fucking hideous. Like, scroll down the article.
Let me see here.
I want to see this shit.
Like, hold on, where
That's
is
the
it? Where is it?
vertical, isn't it? That's the vertical stand.
Yeah, that
here.
is vertical. Keep going. I think it might be the last image.
What?
Yeah, it's the last image. Yeah.
What is it? Just like a clear post?
Yeah, it's like a post that attaches to the front of your fucking console.
What the?
It's
I'm gonna say this right now.
Huh.
I am so glad I got my fucking PS5 when I did.
Yeah.
and it's like not much smaller, and it's and like in the case of the disk drive one, it looks even uglier. Like the disk drive on this thing already looked like a cancerous growth, but now it looks like okay, the cancer is terminal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
Man.
You can really get a feeling for, I mean, between this and what Microsoft is doing with the Series S, you can really get a feeling for who's winning right now.
yep.
Yes, exactly, right.
Who's in the lead? I wonder.
The one that's
Yeah,
just throwing on a bunch of extra bullshit because they know people will buy it anyway.
And then on top of that, hey, like PlayStation Plus's price just went up.
Yep.
Last month. If you want the best possible argument you can have right now for it's like, okay, maybe this Activision deal is okay. It's this. It's shit like this. This is wild.
That's crazy.
This is wild. Man, do you remember when Sony was consumer focused?
Right? They had to be, and man, did they do it well.
Good old days.
Like, do you remember? Oh, we can share used games. That shit.
Yes. That whole when Xbox fucked that up so bad, Sony was like crazy player focused, and it was so cool. It was the bare minimum, but it was good.
And let us not forget Sony's transition to really focusing on live service as well as their main big games. Yep. Real winners.
Yep. All right. Well,
I can't believe I'm rooting for fucking Microsoft right now.
I think we all are at this point.
Yeah, we have been. Like
with this bullshit.
That's what's so funny. Despite this acquisition finally going through for them, until we start seeing some changes, they're still the underdog here.
Yeah, like until they stop getting fucking monkey stomped in public. And like, they put out that video of the merger, and they got this console price cut with the Series S and the X. But
they're doing some good stuff, but it's not like, Starfield is doing well and it's selling really well, but it wasn't like the blockbuster hit that they were hoping it would be.
No, it wasn't Spider-Man.
No.
It wasn't. To be fair, I'm actually trying to think when was the last time Sony had one. I guess Final Fantasy 16, kind of. Like, that one was kind of big, but, like, I guess it'd be God of War. Like, God of War was the last one that was, oh, man, this...
Oh, big name.
This seeped into the general public, and not a lot of people are bitching about it much.
Right.
So...
Yeah.
That's going to continue on.
Okay.
Hey, Best Buy is getting rid of physical media.
I can't believe this.
That's so
Walmart.
So is Walmart?
Wait, what?
Yeah, a thing came out the other day saying Walmart is getting rid of physical media.
Looks like we're all shopping on Amazon. Thanks, guys.
But
man, do you just... I'm going to be like, man, GameStop has to be like doing touchdown dances right now.
Right.
Like someone at GameStop has to be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's... Well, yeah, because this means the only places you're going to be able to get physical games in a store is GameStop and
Target. Yeah.
And which is so funny because
Fred Meyers that have a electronics department.
Yeah. Like Best Buy was the place to go for me to get physical DVDs or Blu-rays. That was the place I used to go.
Yep.
Yeah, Best Buy is the last one. Like that has a good selection. It was good to gonna get new releases.
Yep.
Like they're the last bastion, man.
This feels so out of nowhere.
Oh, there's a clarification that was released yesterday. Best Buy is only removing DVDs.
Oh, DVDs. So
they're
not
still keeping
Blu-rays or... Okay.
It's unclear if Blu-rays are affected. Because this says Walmart, Amazon, and Target will still be carrying DVDs and Blu-rays.
Okay, no, so the
Which is
article I
weird.
pulled, Best Buy has confirmed it will discontinue sales of physical DVDs and Blu-ray discs.
Man.
Okay, so maybe you can still get your games there, but it sucks because you're right. Every time I go into Best Buy to pick up a pre-ordered game, I always look at the Blu-rays that they've got and see if there's anything like new that came out that maybe I missed or am interested in
Or
picking
that
up a
you
physical
want.
copy for.
Yeah, like that. That's how I ended up with that Spider-Man collection for like $35. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
God, that sucks.
This
That
is
sucks so
crazy.
bad.
I don't get it.
Man, just
Because, I don't know. I don't have a good grasp on the general audience's behavior or thoughts on physical media and it going away. But I figured there would be enough people that were into
I don't
it.
think they. Yeah, I honestly don't think they give a
Be a
shit.
Best Buy.
Yeah, maybe they don't.
That's my fucking theory on it. At least I honestly don't think they give a shit.
I think there would be enough people, but maybe not enough people to support Best Buy.
Yeah, like that's I think the big difference here.
Yeah.
God, that's shitty, man.
Yeah.
That's super shitty. Like, and this just means Amazon gets a total monopoly on,
Yep.
on DVD and Blu-ray. Like that's
Hope you like getting your release date games a week later.
Mm-hmm.
well, games is a different fucking story. Like, but yeah, this is games you can still go to Best Buy. They haven't said they've just said movies, but it's still just such a bummer because like I like the convenience of being able to get my movie today. Like I'm a big How I Met Your Mother fan, and I've been considering buying the DVD set. It's like, yeah, 2-day wait at Amazon isn't bad, but what's better than a 2-day wait is getting it now.
Right.
And going and getting it, and that's
Yep.
Lordy.
Yep.
Man.
Okay.
Yep. One step closer to the nightmare.
And I know we talk a lot about Game Pass and how we like Game Pass, but there's a middle ground where you can have both. It's okay.
Yes, you should be able to buy physical media to keep forever.
Yes.
Like you should be able to do that. Like it should not be a giant pain in the ass to get physical copies of shit. Like I don't know why that's fucking a controversial take, but Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man,
not enough conversation about this issue in the general public. They just not really
because they don't care.
Which tells me like the silence tells me that this is just going to continue until
okay, let's use my mom as a gun. My mom is the most loves movies, but she's super casual. She wants to watch a movie. She's going to go on a streaming service. If all of her streaming services don't have this movie, she's going to go on Amazon. She's going to pay $4 to rent it. That's it. And then, the people I know who buy movies have no problem just having a digital movie library.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand that can be taken away from you anytime. Like I said, I'm a big How I Met Your Mother fan.
Yeah.
Yes, I can watch it on Hulu or Amazon at any time. And part of the subscriptions. I understand that. But if those go away, they can't take my fucking DVDs.
Right.
No.
Fuck, god damn it. Okay, I'm going to become one of those crazy people.
Oh boy,
Sure.
Here we go.
Yes.
Buy your physical movies and TV shows. Do it.
Damn it.
Do it. Go buy fucking DVDs. Oh my god, I sound like a fucking crazy person.
I need to figure out why my Xbox emulator is lagging so much.
Your original Xbox emulator?
What? I'm trying to play NBA Street Volume 2 on it, and it just like lags real hard.
Probably related to like streaming and video and all that other stuff going on too.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. That game's on GameCube and Dolphin runs it great because I have it.
That's true. I should probably just get the GameCube version, but
I need
to check my Xbox stuff, make sure.
Yeah, I wasn't playing V2. I was playing V3, but
Okay.
yeah,
But yeah.
but it worked perfectly. I
All
also
right.
did Madden 06 on there, and it also ran perfectly.
Yeah, Dolphin does pretty well. Like the
Dolphins,
Xbox emulation has always been pretty difficult.
it's a little janky. It's not like Saturn janky, but it's still janky.
Right.
All right. Well, what I'm saying, people, literally watching this has like made me like be like, fuck, I need to go buy physical of all my favorite shows.
Mhm.
I need to go on movies. I need to go do it.
Yeah.
How much was that Yu Yu Hakusho box set? $100. All right, let's go.
Right.
I already got Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's on lock.
Yeah, you already got Dragon Ball.
So I got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Now I just need to get Super Yu Yu Hakusho, and then when My Hero's done My Hero, and I got my main anime set.
I was gonna say my desert island movies. I need to get the full Blu-ray for Lord of the Rings, and then I'll be mostly good.
Then we'll be gold.
Yeah.
I have the entire first 3 phases of the MCU on Blu-ray.
Nice.
We're good there.
Same.
Yep. All right. So. All right. I have a bunch of classics: Wolf of Wall Street, Jurassic Park, that kind of shit on Blu-ray. All right. Next up on the list.
Final news story.
Final news story. I wanted something weird and funny to end the day.
Yeah.
In September, 1 new Wii U was sold. This is the first time a Wii U has been sold new since May of 2022. And the last time a new Vita unit was purchased was 3 of them in November of 2021.
It said it was sold from Nintendo. Did she go on the site?
No, it means like, so what that means is a retailer that bought it from Nintendo new sold it to someone. So apparently 1 Wii U was purchased new from a retailer that reports sales.
Okay.
It's just boggling my mind right now. A brand new Wii U console.
Play you some Zombie U.
I'm more impressed that it was 3 Vitas were sold in November of 2021.
That too.
But
holy shit.
I guess he just really wanted to play those Zelda remakes.
That's right.
Yeah,
You
right.
wanted Wind Waker HD or Nintendo Land or Zombie U or
Dude, it's all about Wonderful 101, guys.
Yeah,
Xenoblade
right.
Chronicles
Yeah,
X.
but you can play Wonderful 101 on anything. I can port everything now. You're good on that. Like you can hop on Switch,
But like
as PC.
It was originally released on the Wii U.
It was designed for the Wii U. You must use the pad.
Damn it.
It was.
It is the most fun way to play that game.
Oh god.
So yeah, that was weird.
That's weird.
All right. So we played a bunch of games.
We
Yes,
did
we
play some
did.
games.
We played a bunch of games. Or I played a bunch of games.
I think I played
some
a
games.
game. Played a game.
I chipped away at some Sea of Stars some more. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
I played a whole metric shit ton of Forza this week.
Right.
And I played some Gran Turismo to have a comparison point, and this is kind of my stance on it. Is I think that Gran Turismo, and this has been pretty much true since 2010. I think Gran Turismo is a better simulator. It does a better job of being a simulator. I think Forza is a more fun video game.
Yes. I will agree with that.
I think that the way they handle assists, the way they handle racing series, the fact that their AI doesn't fucking rubber band, just a bunch of shit that makes Forza a lot more fun as a video game. That said, if you really got a fucking boner for cars, Gran Turismo is the way you want to go.
Yeah.
Or if you want to develop a boner for cars.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to develop a boner for cars specifically.
Yeah,
There
Gran
you go.
Turismo will get you there. If you're like, I'm interested in cars, Gran Turismo will be like, fucking welcome.
Your gateway.
Yep. So there's that. I played a whole shit ton of Halo, and it was awesome. It was absolutely incredible. They're doing such a good goddamn job with that game, and I love it.
Nice.
I like legitimately have improved it so much. Other than that, played a whole bunch of Madden Online. Hey, they actually massively have improved their online netcode.
Oh,
Have they
It,
really?
yeah, it's still probably peer to peer from what I understand,
Mm-hmm.
but not nearly as laggy or shitty.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
So-
good.
So that's a big big win.
Yeah, I'd say that's a
That's
big
a-
boost for Madden.
So yeah, still tons of shit about that game. That's just absolutely infuriating.
Of
But
course.
yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to think if I put any time in anything else. Yeah, that's mainly it. Racing cars, playing football, Halo. Really just partying, like I said, on 7. Oh, actually no. They released the Go Kill the Lich King raid for Wrath Classic, and I finally
Mhm.
decided, okay, fuck, I'm gonna level my Wrath character.
Right.
So I've just been slowly chipping away at Wrath. It certainly helped that I was still recovering from COVID all this week and had massive COVID fatigue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's probably not helping.
So a lot of my time was spent what's the slowest game I can imagine?
Mhm.
WoW Classic. Vanilla WoW, nice and slow paced. It's mostly just walking.
Yep.
I will say it does help that they also, just like they did back in the day, they added random dungeon finder to Wrath, so it's a lot easier to get dungeons now.
Cool.
Yeah. In fact, as a tank, it's a trade off because you definitely do lose that social element of hey, I'm looking for a group, blah blah blah. But on the other side of that, it is nice as a tank at least to be able to just hit a button and okay, cool, I'm in a dungeon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well,
All right.
what about you, Ninja? What you been playing?
Not a whole lot. This week has
Yeah.
been like a rough work week.
Mm.
Yeah.
I started to. I wish. Started to read Chaos Head, which, if you've seen the anime, it's it's the first in the Steins Gate. I think is probably the most well known one, but it's the first in the series that Steins Gate is in. If you've seen the anime, it's a lot like watching the movie and then reading the book. So I'm going through and reading Chaos Head now, which is a visual novel.
All right.
And then some Street Fighter 6 because for my birthday present to myself, I picked up a Snack Box Micro.
I saw that.
Nice.
Which
I
is
saw that on
Ooh, very
Instagram.
cool, very
I was
cool.
like, dude,
It's tiny. I mean, you can see it right next to my head. It is tiny,
he's so small. He's so
and it's
small.
really convenient because I don't have to move a ton of shit off my desk to get the fight stick out when I want to use it. Otherwise, that's it. It's just been Street Fighter 6 and then Chaos Head this week.
Right on.
All right, cool.
All right. All right. And then what about you, Aaron?
Oh, I've just been it's been Halo. It hasn't been a lot of Halo, but it has absolutely been Halo.
Yeah, like I said, we did the birthday stream, and God, that was so good.
Halo
just-
is cool. It is fun. Its movement is great. I like shooting things. I want to customize, but it requires playing a good chunk of game. So I'm just
Mhm.
gonna keep playing and hope those XP boosts keep coming to me.
Yeah. So, like I said, my best advice for that is, at the start of the day, which I believe server reset is 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Go in, do your use your boost before your first match of the day, and do big team battle. So you get the 500 points from doing big team battle. You'll get the 500 from doing your first match of the day, and because you have the double XP boost, that is 1,000 apiece, which is 2 levels
Right.
automatically, right off the rip, just 2 levels.
Yeah.
And so
So
yeah.
that's kind of the strategy I'm going for. I learned it during our capture the flag thing portion last night that this is something that's been true for me since I tried PvP in World of Warcraft. My skill and my goal is to be a lone wolf going for the flag. Let people have fights. Just take the flag to put pressure on them to be like, oh shit, flag. And then if there's a vehicle there for me, great. If there's not, then whatever. I take their attention away from taking ours. So that was fun. Those custom maps are wild. What people are doing with Forge is absolutely crazy, and I love it.
Dude, these zombie maps that we kept downloading were so good.
Yep, and
So
we
was
scratched the
fucking
surface. Like there's so much
Probably
more to
so
check
much
out.
more.
So much. Made me want to remake my big explodey map where explosions are just kind of being thrown everywhere, and you just have to fight everyone with overshields.
Yeah, see, I made a capture the flag, a one flag CTF map, which was basically just D-Day,
Oh.
and it was just like right from the second that you walk out of the main spawn area, it is just bombs are exploding, shit's happening constantly.
Right.
Like, yeah, like it was nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So good. Yeah, that's been it for me.
All right. Well, cool. And that leaves Emily.
Halo. I started Assassin's Creed Valhalla after watching.
Yeah, is that on Game Pass or what the fuck is that on now?
No,
Is that just...
I have a digital copy of it.
Okay.
On my Xbox. So I started
Gotcha.
playing that last night while you guys were playing Heroes. Yeah, because I was inspired by a friend of mine who I had seen them stream Assassin's Creed Mirage on their Twitch. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to start playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I hadn't like experienced Assassin's Creed since Black Flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute.
Same.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I just started that, so I'm like maybe an hour or so in at this point. But it's pretty cool so far. And I'm really big on Vikings and Norse related shit.
Right on.
It's why the new God of War is like my absolute favorite because of Norse mythology. So there's that.
Did you celebrate Leif Erikson Day on the 12th this week?
No, I didn't.
I
celebrated Thanksgiving because I'm fucking Canadian, goddammit.
I'm just reminded of SpongeBob. Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Oh, yeah.
That SpongeBob map was still amazing. Just walk in, Mr. Krabs on the fucking toilet. Like, oh god. Ridiculous.
And then I finished Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I saw that because like I get updates on your achievements because I have I check that thing that Xbox has where it's like this is where you are on the achievement leaderboard for the month.
Right.
So like I checked that and it was like, you know, it told me that and I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, how'd you like that? That was my game of the year in 2000.
I can see why it was your game of the year.
Yes,
it's definitely see why.
It is very much one of those like Uncharted style on rails experiences, but it's a really good Uncharted on rails styled experience.
Like if I were to do my game of the year list right now, it is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like Halo, you're playing Halo for the first time.
Yeah.
And so like
I'm still garbage when it comes to shooters.
Yes, you're new though. You're brand new. Like this is your first shooter you're putting like real time into. So yeah, like did you have fun or
I will say that that SpongeBob map. Oh, that was too good. And the fact that I was the lone survivor and y'all couldn't find me until like
that was,
last second.
That was something.
Like I had such an adrenaline rush when I became the final survivor. I'm like, oh god. but it was good. It was good, and I'm having fun. Just need to
Lordy.
get better.
Same.
Yeah, and yeah, that'll come with time and practice and checking out shit on the fucking internet and whatnot.
Yeah.
Learning
The more
where
you
the
play and the
vehicles
more you
and power
research.
weapons are.
Yes,
Hmm?
that would.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would go.
Power weapons and all that fun shit.
Yep.
And I will say, it is cool knowing that one of my best friends actually worked on Halo Infinite. So
Yeah,
Well,
nice.
there you go.
Nice.
That is cool.
All right. Anything
All right.
else?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's a show.
is it? Well, shit.
All right.
All right.
I think so.
What are we playing this week, Bronson?
I mean, how does everyone feel about doing some Halo on Tuesday?
I am okay with this.
I think that's when the
Depending
new
on
patch.
time, I might be able to.
Nice.
We usually start like 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I get off at 6 anyway,
Nice.
so it's fine.
Yeah. Ninja, you want to join us for some Halo?
I might be able to. I won't know until Tuesday.
Right.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, we'll get to it then. All right, well, everybody, thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all Tuesday and Thursday.
All right. See
Bye,
ya.
y'all.
But yeah.